A family is taking their pain and using it to speak out on mental health issues surrounding concussions. Cronkite News reporter Jackson Lauderay reports on the legal and health repercussions of college football.
Jason Franklin wanted a chance to play football at a high level. He got that chance at ASU. According to a lawsuit his father filed on July 13th, there was a downside. Franklin received his first concussion in the winter of 2012. In August of 2014, he got a second. And in September 2014, he received his last two. He described one of those concussions to Cronkite News in 2017.
It didn't even look like that hard of a hit, quite honestly. It was a normal impact for the game of football. It didn't look like something that should be noted, but even the play before that, I actually had a really hard hit, and this one tripled the impact to my head from that first initial hit.
On July 14th, 2018, Jason died by suicide. After his passing, Jason's mom, Jan, wrote about her son's life and death in a blog post for the Concussion Legacy Foundation, an organization that supports those affected by concussions. She wrote that she noticed a swift change in Jason's behavior after his brain injuries. Chris Norwitzki, co-founder and CEO of the foundation, says more needs to be done to protect players like Jason.
Right now, there's no long-term medical care. There's no, they're not paid for the risk they're taking with their brain. I feel like college football players are exploited because there's a huge money-making operation around them.
The Boston University CTE Center examined Franklin's brain and determined he had CTE, in which a player's brain degenerates because of extensive hits. Studies have shown it can cause mental and emotional health problems.
We didn't know much about it when we started our collaboration with Boston University and the VA. 1,000 brains donated, about 2/3 of them have been positive for CT. We've rewritten the books on what we understand about how these hits to the head lead to brain disease.
Now Franklin's family has sued ASU and the NCAA. The suit claims concussion protocols were mismanaged. Neither ASU nor the NCAA have responded to requests for interviews. CTE concerns stretch beyond football, with concussions occurring in sports like hockey, cheerleading, and even volleyball. Stephanie Cahill says that she sustained 3 concussions over the course of 6 years while playing volleyball. She decided that advocating for mental health was one of the most important things she could do to help.
What I think the most important thing I do is I tell my story. And I am completely 100% honest with every single aspect of it, probably to a fault. I still deal with a lot of the problems, and I do not claim to be fully healed and recovered. I do have mental health problems even today. And I'm learning to cope with them every single step of the way.
Being open about mental health connection to concussions may bring awareness and help to support athletes.
Athletes would do very well for their own health if they would be honest about concussions. That's what we try to impress upon them, is that if you are not honest and you keep playing, you really could ruin your brain.
As research continues and sports return, discussion, support, and prevention of concussions is important to the fight to save lives. Jackson Lauderay, Cronkite News.
The suit is being considered for class action status. It would cover all ASU players from 1952 to 2015 who were diagnosed with certain diseases or disorders.